Assalamu alaikum and a very good day to you all. I am Dr. Nehal Imam. Today I will bring your attention towards a pressing public health issue that is AMR, also known as antimicrobial resistance. These are the key areas that will be focused today: overview, background, objectives, problem statement, implementation, and outcomes. Starting off my presentation with overview, which includes unfamiliarity of dental practitioners regarding regulatory bodies, followed by policy gap that states the non-compliance of sustainable development goals such as SDG 3 focusing on health, SDG 4 focusing on education, and SDG 16 focusing on sustainability. In addition, governance gap of a regulatory framework for standardized dosages and documentation. Lastly, suboptimal prescription, which is irrational antibiotic use fostering antimicrobial resistance. As for the background, 83.6% of dentists prescribe for acute infections and 32% of oral bacteria shows resistance. When compared to high income countries, they have guidelines and stewardship programs, while Pakistan lacks surveillance and programs. Policy must build systems, adapt stewardship, and train professionals. Moving next to objectives that are formation of strong surveillance system, inspecting medical records kept by digital card, AI system for proper drug therapy and record keeping, rationalizing antibiotics usage and building a concrete data set. Lastly, the system will establish a stewardship program. Understanding the problem is the first step towards implementation. That are the three W's: what, who, and why. What is the issue? As mentioned earlier, suboptimal prescription in dentistry and lack of awareness among practitioners. Who should act? Ministry of Health, regulatory authorities, hospitals, and NGOs. Why is it needed? Because it highlights need for stewardship programs and guideline enforcement. The power interest grid illustrates stakeholders based on their influence over the policy and their level of engagement. First, high power, low interest. These are the ones who have strong authority and influence, but the issue may not be their immediate priority. That are Ministry of Health and government hospitals. Second, high power, high interest. These are the most critical stakeholders. They have both influence and are deeply invested in implementation. That are regulatory authorities. Third, low power, low interest. They have limited authority and currently low engagement with the policy. They are low resource settings. Lastly, low power, high interest. These are the highly affected and motivated but lack decision making power, that are privileged hospitals and NGOs. Now, every problem has a solution. Here are some initiatives that can be implemented: adoption of national dental AMR guidelines, pilot audit and feedback using digital health card data, and hospitals monitor prescriptions via digital health card for stewardship. Summing up the presentation with key outcomes comprising of short-term outcomes that include awareness among population and practitioners, proper education of AMR, incentives, subsidies for following AMR protocols, and long-term outcomes that include long-term record keeping, control AMR through One Health digital card, proper education of AMR, better analysis of AMR trends through AI system. So this was all from my side. The floor is open for questions. Thank you very much.